This is John for Global Women's Sports Radio. Today I'm on the beat. I've got Chelsea Gonzales, assistant softball coach, South Mountain Community College. How are you?
Good. How are you, John?
I am good. It's good to talk to you. I haven't seen you probably in a couple of years. The last time I saw you was at in Rosemont at a band.
Yes.
The Comets came into town, and it
Mhm.
was good times. Good times.
I know. I was just talking about that the other day, actually yesterday, about how much fun Cleveland was and how much playing in the MPF was a lot of fun.
Well, I mean, wasn't it amazing the amount of fans that would come out and just line up after the game, for both sides, for both teams. That had to be cool for you to just see all those, especially young women out there,
Mhm.
waiting to meet you, waiting to get your autograph, waiting to get a picture.
Yeah, it was honestly, it was cool because in college you're used to it. The fans being there for about 4 years, once because you play for 4 years, so they get to know you. But that one summer, they're there for just that summer, so it's pretty cool, like for them to come after the game and just be like, "Hi, Chelsea, I saw you in college, and now you're here." So that's pretty cool to see that they've kind of followed your journey a little bit. But yeah, definitely the little girls, out in everywhere actually, watching the MPF was pretty cool, and just saying how they want to grow up and be a part of that. So definitely a cool experience.
And how have you transferred into coaching? What kind of transition was that for you?
It was a lot of fun. I knew that I wanted to continue to be in the sport of softball. That's all I've known for my whole life. Played it, and then after college, I just wanted to continue to play with Team Mexico. And I just said, you know what? What else can I do? I still want to play. And coaching. I've coached travel ball, but I definitely wanted to try and expand my coaching experience. So I actually came in contact with Brittany Mata, the head coach at South Mountain Community College. It's a funny story. I saw that she got the job on Twitter, and I didn't have her phone number. And I've seen her a couple of times because of the ASU alumni games and stuff like that. And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna message her and just see if she needs any help, because I was currently living in California and I wanted an excuse to move back to Arizona because I love Arizona and I wanted to continue to live here. And so I sent her a message on Twitter, and I was like, "Hi, like I'm Chelsea. I've seen you a couple of times, but I was just wondering if you needed any help with South Mountain. I want to move back to Arizona. If there's any help you need, like let me know." And she responded right away, "Yeah, like if you come out here, like you could do this, you can help me coach, all this stuff." And it kind of was perfect. And I couldn't have asked for anything more. But just coaching in general, honestly, it's been helping me as a player as well, because some stuff that the girls do, I can do, and some of the questions that they ask, I would ask. So it's kind of a win-win situation for me, definitely.
What do you think the biggest challenge is? I know you've only been coaching a short time, but what has been your biggest challenge so far?
I coach so I coach a 12U team as well. So with the college girls, I would say I'm closer to age with them. So it's definitely sometimes, at first it was definitely hard to draw that line between player and coach. I'm the type of person, I love to laugh, I love to have fun, but I have to draw that line with the girls, that I'm their coach. So definitely that I can joke around with them a little bit, but then when it's time to get serious, it's serious. It's go time. So probably just that, just the age kind of difference, and then just probably, yeah, I would just say that would probably be it.
Makes total sense.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on the transfer portal? Do you think it's helping to level the playing field a bit?
Um, Yes and no. I'm not really in charge of that part. Actually, Brandon Telesco, our assistant coach, he's in charge of the recruitment process. So I actually don't really deal with that. But obviously we've gotten a lot of transfers at South Mountain that really helped us this year. We broke a lot of records for South Mountain, and we came out and we proved to other teams in our conference that last year was not our best year, but this year, we came out, we were ready, and we actually surprised a lot of people. And we couldn't have done that without some of the transfers. So in our favor, it was good. But it is what it is, I want to say. And at the end of the day, if a kid wants to transfer, we could give him that chance. So it's that decision.
No, we talked a little bit about the NPF. The athletics, Athletes Unlimited has come out. They had a first year of softball. They have a unique scoring system. Have you any thoughts on that? Do you think it's going to affect any of the other leagues or even collegiate?
I was trying to understand it. I wasn't a part of AU last year. I would just watch from home. But it was I watched all the games because obviously some of my teammates from Team Mexico were on there, so definitely we're cheering them on. But it was very different. I want to say it was unique, and trying to keep up with their scores was a little bit difficult, but it was a lot of fun. I actually enjoyed the draft process. I actually really liked that, because the girls even talked about how every week they were with a new team, so they got to meet new players. And so they got to know a lot of different people that they would have never gotten to know before. So I think that's a cool process. Definitely, I could see that affecting different leagues later on. So I enjoy it.
I'm glad you said that you were trying to keep up with the actual scoring because you're a softball player, softball coach. I'm just a fan who's watched the game for a lot of years, but I was having trouble with it too. So after a
Yeah.
while, I kind of just gave up and just enjoyed the action.
Exactly. It was some really good softball, and it's people that I played against in college, people I played with in college, and people I played against with Team Mexico on the different international teams. So it was definitely really good competition.
So you brought up Team Mexico. Can you talk a little bit about your experience with Team Mexico and going into the Olympics?
So I would want to say after my senior year in college, around 2017, going to be 18. I believe after my freshman year, Coach Carlos Caro, he came up and he, said he was interested and if I wanted to try out. And I don't know for what reason, I just, growing up, you never had a summer off. We were always playing travel ball. So after my freshman year, I was like, you know what? I actually just want to take a summer off. So I actually did that, unfortunately, for 4 years, which I regret because, I wish I would have tried out earlier for Team Mexico. But thankfully that he was still interested after my senior year and actually asked if I wanted to try out. So I went to a tryout in California, actually, right by near my house in California. So my family all got to go and stuff like that. Made the team, and ever since then, it's been such an honor and such a great experience. My family tells me every day, that they're proud of us, and the family in Mexico, they're all proud, and you just have to go back and think about them. You're not only playing for yourself, you're playing for your country, your family, and everybody, and so it's cool. It's honestly a really good experience. Um, what else? It's cool because also one of my best friends on the team is actually Taylor McQuillan. And it's funny because we were college rivals. So, and we always talk about it like all the time. She'll always be like, go Cats. And I'll be like, go Devils. And it's just like a back and forth thing. But, I have the pleasure of playing with Sachelle Palacios again, who was my catcher at ASU and then play behind Dallas. I never got to do that at ASU. So it's definitely cool. You go in and we've all played collegiate softball. We've all played at the highest level, so it's honestly amazing to see how talented our team is as a whole, and we just get along so well. We're always laughing, we're always joking. We love to dance. We're Mexican, so so it's just honestly it's a good vibe. I want to say, just all around.
I can't wait to see it because I've been around the Bandits for 5 to 7 years, whatever it
Mhm.
was. Like Brittany's on the team and a lot of other ex-Bandits or ex-players in the league like
Mhm.
yourself. So I can't wait to see you guys. To me, I mean, obviously I'll be cheering for USA. No offense to Team Mexico, but I won't be upset if Team Mexico or anything because it's like I know so many of you
Mhm.
players. It's like
Mhm.
it's like having friends on the team.
Yes, it's definitely a small world. Like I said, watching AU and you have all the different people from the different teams, playing like with each other. And it's kind of good because you can kind of take notes on the different players and all that. So yeah, I'm definitely so excited. I've played against girls on Team USA in college, even in travel ball growing up. I remember Delaney Spalding, we were always on rival travel ball teams, growing up. I remember her when I was like 10 years old, and now I get to still play against her at 25, 26. It's crazy. It's such a small world.
What do you think you've learned from softball? Not necessarily about the game, but maybe about yourself.
I've always jokingly said, I'll never be late to anything. Because I feel like growing up, especially in travel ball, I remember I played with Tony Rico of the Firecrackers in California, and he was always big on, on time and stuff like that. But he definitely taught us, not only to, be good at softball, but to be a good person. I've always been taught that, you could be good at softball, but off the field, you always have to be a good player because you don't want to be remembered as someone who was, cocky, arrogant. I'm always the type of player, I like to have fun. If I'm not having fun on the field, then it shows, first of all, and my performance isn't well. So I think back to when I was 3 years old and when I first started playing softball and, did it make me happy? Yes. And do I still enjoy playing it? Yes. Am I very grateful to still be playing? Yes. So I just always go back to being happy and having fun and all that. But definitely, just being a good person as well. Softball has actually taught me that, and to be very humble.
Well, part of that answer kind of leads into my next question. Obviously, you're still young, but were you able, or are you able to, at the moment, soak in what you're doing, like soak in the fun, soak in the experience, look around and go, I'm living my dream right now.
It's definitely hard sometimes, because I'll go to work, I'll go to South Mountain, and I'll be with the girls, and then at the end of the day, I'm like, okay, I have to go practice. Like, it's the little things like that. But definitely when I meet people, some of my friends, I'll be like, she's an Olympian, like she's going to the Olympics, and I'll just be like, oh my gosh, like I am. Like it's crazy sometimes. Like it'll hit me sometimes, and then other times I'm just Chelsea. So it's definitely hard to remember all that. But I'm training every day, so I always have that. My friends are always helping me, practicing with me, all that. So it's definitely good. But being young still, I love it because my body's still good. I've always said I want to continue to play until my body says I can't. So everything's good right now. Knock on wood, but yeah, so everything's good. So, just enjoying everything as much as I can. And, like I said, my family is so proud and they tell me all the time. So, obviously playing for them as well.
Now, not necessarily awards or championships or anything like that, but what are some of the under the radar type moments in your career that you really remember or that you really enjoyed?
That's a tough one.
Stumped her.
I always like to kind of brag about my Grand Slam against U of A.
That worked.
Yeah, because I remember it was my sophomore year, and we were there at U of A. We were losing, and it was like the top of the seventh inning, and bases were loaded, everything. And I remember I just kept fouling off the ball, and I kept telling myself, just put it in play, just put it in play. And then finally, I hit it, and it was a hard hit, probably the hardest hit I've ever hit in my life. And it was at U of A, and it was great. And the crowd was silent and everything. And I'll always remember that moment because it was at U of A.
Did you know it was gone the second you hit it?
Yes. It just felt good right off the bat. So honestly, I just like kind of watched it, and I think even in the video, I just have a big smile. I was like, because finally, like after like the 10th pitch, I finally made contact, and it was good.
Now, are you able to watch softball and just enjoy it for what it is, or is your mind kind of always working like either as a player or as a coach, going like, I would do this or I should do this, or could you just sit back and actually just enjoy softball sometimes?
I can never sit and like just enjoy. Nope. I'm always talking during the games. I'm always, she should have done this. Should have done that. I would have sung at that. Like, it's just different. Actually, I would analyze it as a coach and as a player. So it's kind of difficult on that part. But yeah, no, I can never just sit down and watch. I'm always like stressing.
You gotta give your mind a rest sometimes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So after the Olympics, what's next for you? Obviously, you're going to stay in coaching,
Mhm.
but what else? Are you going to play somewhere else?
Um, I would like to continue to play, like I said, as long as my body lets me. So just continue to play as much as I can. If not, two of my friends are always joking and want me to play slow pitch, so I might do slow pitch maybe.
No, slow pitch. Are you talking about 12-inch slow pitch?
Yes.
Well, yeah, I'm
I don't
sorry.
really know.
You
I
know,
don't
I'm
really.
sorry. That's a bit of a confusing question because I'm in Chicago, and
Uh,
when we say slow pitch, we talk about a 16-inch ball,
okay.
and
Yeah.
it's a lot softer than but I'm old too, so it's a lot softer than a 12. And 12 inch is almost like a league ball.
Oh,
So,
okay, gotcha.
so
Yeah,
that was
definitely the
on me.
smaller. They're definitely the smaller one.
That was
Yeah.
my fault. I threw you a curveball.
No.
So,
No, you're fine. You're fine.
so when you're not watching softball or not watching, playing, coaching, in the few minutes of free time you have, what do you like to do?
Oh my gosh. What do I like to do? I'll maybe watch a show or something like that. If not, if my apartment isn't spotless, then I'll probably try cleaning or something like that, playing music and cleaning. But definitely probably just hanging out as much as I can, just hanging out, chilling, and everything. So,
Well, that sounds like fun. So not
mhm.
so much the
but
cleaning.
but it's very rare.
Well, I was going
It's
to say,
very
yeah,
rare.
coaching and all that. No,
Hmm.
when you have players coming in, um, do you look at them and think like this woman or this athlete has pro potential? Do you see that in your athletes?
Yeah, I think I can. Yeah, definitely. Some athletes that come in, when after you work with them and you kind of see yourself a little bit in them. I remember Mia Stankiewicz. She was our shortstop this past year. I've worked with her at shortstop and everything, and you kind of see the little stuff that you teach them, progress and get better. And, I want her to go to the next level, obviously. And, I see myself in her a little bit. So I think that's why I kept a little eye on her. But it's definitely cool because she's the type of player that she's kind of like me. We like to have fun. We're always smiling and having fun. So, that makes me happy as a coach. Because if they're enjoying it, then I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying watching them. So she's the type of player I like to watch and enjoy.
Cool. Now, one last question before I let you go. Um, Give us a little, so to speak, recruiting speech or recruiting few minutes on South Mountain Community College.
Oh gosh.
Pretend that I'm no, this is gonna be pretty hard. Pretend that I'm a young female athlete, which I have none of that, but pretend.
Oh gosh, no pressure, anything. Huh. How would I start this off?
Or just list some of the good points.
Well, I would definitely say our coaching staff is, and I'm not biased.
Not at all.
Yeah, we're probably one of the best coaching staff just because we care so much for the players. And we are at the end of the day, our goal for you is to go off to the next level. We all went to ASU. Three of us played there. One of us went there as a student, and we've been there. So we want you guys to experience that and how, we are a D1 coaching staff. We try and coach you guys as if you guys are at a D1 so that when you get to the next level, it's all right there. You've been there, you've done that. Yes, we're hard on you, but we want you when you go off to the next level to be easy. For it to be easy, but yet a grind. We want you guys to enjoy it. I would honestly say too, our coaching staff is pretty fun. We like to listen to music. We like to have fun at practice. Again, when you guys play easy and everything, not so tense, you guys play better. But when it's time to get serious, we'll get serious. But definitely, I think the biggest thing we have is that we're very passionate for the game. We respect the game a lot, and it might come off as aggressive, as aggressive, but that just shows that we care. And like I said, we
Well, I'm
just.
sold. If I was an 18-year-old female softball player, I'm in. I'm putting on
Mhm.
my Cougars jersey and I'm ready to play.
Yeah, we definitely like the players that will go through a wall for their team. Will do everything they can, lead everything out on the field. Because that's so rare as a player. You just sometimes you don't see that as much as you should, and it's kind of tough. like for coaching wise, you want to get your team to go through that wall, as a whole team together, to come together and everything. But yeah.
Well, it's been a real pleasure. Before I let you go, is there anything you want to plug? Is there any social media you want to promote, or the team's website, anything?
I've never done that. I'm okay. I don't
Okay.
know.
Then people should just check out the South Mountain Community College website, and they can get all the
Mhm.
information on there.
Yeah, of course. Yep, definitely. Go Cougs.
Go Cougs. Chelsea, thank you very much for your time. Good luck. Really good luck in the Olympics. I'll be cheering
Thank
for you. And have fun, soak it all in. It's fantastic.
All right. Thank you so much, John.
Thanks for your time. Appreciate
Okay,
it.
bye.